Mike McCaul.
No, thank you so much. Thank you, leader. Thank you to all the veterans behind me. Several weeks ago, I said that this president will have blood on his hands. This week, we had 13 servicemen come home in flag-draped coffins at Dover Air Base. Last night, our planes left in the middle of the night. We left Afghanistan as the Taliban celebrated their victory. And we've all seen the images and how sickening it is that we had an unconditional surrender to the Taliban. This president announced a complete withdrawal with no conditions, time certain. That was a surrender of the United States to the Taliban. Now they are celebrating their victory over the United States of America. I never thought I would see this in my life. It's embarrassing, it's shameful, and it's wrong to our veterans who served so well. We've emboldened our adversaries, and we've weakened our alliances. As has been said, the military has a saying, no man left behind, no one left behind. What is so hard to watch, and I spent this last weekend on the phone, as many of my colleagues did, with State Department, DOD, White House, trying to get these people out last weekend, trying to get our Afghan partners out, American citizens out. Four school buses of young girls that were adopted in the choir at the University of Afghanistan, only to be turned away. To what? Into the hands of the Taliban, into enslavement. These interpreters have a target on their back, and the ones that we couldn't get out have a death sentence on them. The sad thing is many of them got through the Taliban perimeter. Our own United States government stopped them from getting into the airport to safety. This is not the United States of America to turn our backs on Americans. And we call upon the president to get them out of there and get them out now. This was not an intelligence failure, as the administration will tell you, as they blame everybody but themselves. They made this decision. The intelligence community got this right. We got the briefings starting last May about what exactly was going to happen. They predicted this. This president ignored the advice of his own top generals and his own intelligence community, but rather went with his politicos in the White House. This was a political decision, pure and simple, that has ended with the lives of many. There were Americans that were so fed up with our government's evacuation that they began their own operations. They began their own operations called Pineapple and Dunkirk. They are the heroes. These task forces that got Americans and the interpreters out to safety when this administration wanted to leave them behind. We have sent a letter of preservation to the Department of State, to our intelligence community, and to our Department of Defense to preserve all documents, because we will, and we want the Democrats to join us, but we're going to do it with or without them. We are going to investigate this and exercise our constitutional authority of oversight to get to the bottom of how did this get so wrong? How did this get so bad? So let me conclude by saying to our veterans who served, and I chaired Homeland for a long time, you served us well. It was worth something. We didn't have a 9/11 scale attack since 9/11. And as the speaker said, this is going to be a grim anniversary, 20-year anniversary of 9/11. But to those veterans, you did your job. But I'm worried with the terrorists flooding in, with the Taliban in control, with our weapons left behind, that now they're one of the most armed forces in the world, that the threat now is getting stronger, and we will be entering into a new phase and a new chapter where the terrorists will once again try to hit our homeland. So God bless America, and God bless our veterans. And with that, I want to yield to the ranking member of the House Armed Services Committee, Mr. Mike Rogers.